want to play with me on Roblox in the comments below. And if you, there's a little secret below the video, below a video. So, go on a video, look down and press that subscribe button and put on all notifications. I'm just delete that. Okay. That's what you gotta do. Yeah. Roblox. Let's play some Roblox. Nah. I actually play with my friends. Killer. Rip_killer. I am not Fritzy. I want to join. I don't have both. I don't have Buddha or T-Rex. I already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mythic. Who can help me beat a sea beast for shark be free? Go at spawn. Then. Bro. don't have enough power. That's you. Who wants to see Beast Hunt? Come to spawn of Kingdom of Rose. I've already done it already. What does secret NPC do in blox fruits? C2. At Kingdom of Rose. Still doesn't work. Run! Run my bow off! Up. My palm. About to die. Bruh. That doesn't do much. Now that does a lot. That explains why I'm dying. Thank you. Thank you. Now let's go talk. Let's talk. Bro, this is my first time, like, actually trying to, like, do this quest. Why am I being friendly? Do people like me or something? Because of my kitsune or what? Because of help? Greetings, sir. Bruh. I'm never getting $2 million money. Bro. I'm gonna get my friend to help me level up. I mean, get money. I'll get my friend to help me. Ow. 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 No. Ow. 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 Oh, what was that? Can I please? Blockster. I talk. You're not cool. I think I need 2,000 frags. Bruh.
I saved hundreds with Liberty Mutual. Liberty, liberty, liberty. Liberty.
This is some good stuff.
Zoe, jump quick, stash the bowl.
Quick, open the window. She's gonna smell it.
Wait, are you two?
We're experimenting a little.
Who cares? You're hiding great grains?
A trio of wholesome ingredients. Great grains taste naughty, but
In this video, I'm going to be telling you about every single NPC you missed in the second season, starting from the ones that are pretty obvious to the ones that you definitely did not find. First up, we got the Cyborg. This is a malicious NPC and he's located at the Kingdom of Rose. And his whole purpose is to sell you the Lantern Boat for a total of 1,500 fragments. And if you don't have enough fragments when you talk to him, he's literally just going to tell you he's busy and then he's going to leave. And you can't talk to him any further. Moving on, the next NPC we got here is called Trevor. This is an NPC who is located inside Don Swan's mansion, which is literally the highest point in the map. And he's right here next to the pool. And basically, this guy's a part of the quest which lets you get into the third sea. And he's going to ask you for a physical fruit which is worth more than 1 million belly, and you have to be at least level 1000 for this. And if you talk to him without meeting these requirements, then he's literally going to tell you, get out of here before I kill you, which is a pretty interesting message. And if you prove to him that you have enough power, he basically just lets you fight against the Dawn Swan boss, which is a requirement to get into the second sea. Next up, we got Arrowy, and this guy's obviously located at the second sea, and he basically just lets you get race V3. He's located inside the secret area in the tree, and according to the dialogue, he's one of the sons of Rip Indra, which is pretty interesting. And as everybody knows, if your race is not human, upgrading it to the V3 form will give you a lot of cosmetic changes. Next NPC we got here is called Sabi, and this is actually Sabo from One Piece, and he sells you the Dragon's Breath fighting style for a total of 1,500 fragments. And if you don't have enough fragments to obtain Dragon's Breath, just like the Cyborg NPC from before, he'll just tell you to go away. But I recommend getting this fighting style because it helps you unlock Superhuman later on. The next NPC we got here is literally named the Mysterious Entity, and a lot of you guys have definitely seen this guy if you participate in raids. He's the guy that lets you awaken your fruit. Every time you finish a raid with the specific fruit and you meet the requirements, he's gonna let you buy your awakening for a set price of fragments, which is obviously different for every fruit in the game. Next up, we got the Aura Editor NPC, and I'm pretty sure you guys all know what this guy does. He just lets you change the stage of your aura. You can change it from anything from level 0 all the way to level 5, and it looks different in each stage. Next up, we got the Blacksmith NPC, who basically just lets you upgrade your swords or guns, which gives you a butt ton of buffs to them, and they can be incredibly useful. Moving on to the next location on the map, I'm going to be telling you about the one and only NPC located at the Colosseum. Level 1,500 or higher, and this guy's also a part of the quest which lets you get into the third sea, and he'll basically teleport you to an island to fight Rip Indra, which is a part of the quest, but otherwise he's pretty irrelevant for most of the second sea. Moving on to the cafe, the one of the most important locations in the whole of the second sea. The first NPC we got here is Trot, and this guy just lets you change your race without spending any Robux. You need to pay him a total of 3,000 fragments, and he randomly changes your race to something else. So if you want a specific race, make sure you have at least 9,000 fragments, but if you have the Robux for it, I just recommend using that because in my opinion, I'd rather pay 75 Robux than 3,000 fragments. The next NPC we got at the cafe is obviously the fan favorite Blox Food Gacha, and this guy is pretty self-explanatory. He's in every sea and there's no way you don't know about him. You just have to pay him a set amount of money, which depends on what level you are, and once you do that, he's going to give you a random physical fruit. Next up, we got the Bounty and Honor Expert, and this guy is also pretty self-explanatory. He just tells you what buffs you have depending on the bounty or honor you have, which is going to help you a ton when it comes to knowing what your specialties are. Next up, we got Bartillo, which actually gives you the Coliseum quest, but you have to be at least level 850 or higher. And once you complete this quest, he's actually going to give you a total of 50,000 belly, 35 million XP, the Warrior's Helmet, and you can also talk to the Alchemist, which lets you awaken Race V2. Next up, we got the Awakenings Expert, and this guy just lets you change the stage of the awakenings for your fruit. Pretty self-explanatory. Next up, we got the Color Specialist. This guy lets you change the color of your hockey, which is probably one of the coolest abilities in the whole game. It looks amazing when it's a different color from the default black, and I'm really glad they added this guy. Next up, we got the Title Specialist, and this basically just shows you every title that you unlocked and lets you equip them, and also tells you what you need for the other titles. Next up, we got an NPC called the Nerd, and this guy's actually extremely useful, and the way you use him is by wearing any accessory that you own, and you just simply have to talk to him, and he tells you exactly what buffs that accessory gives you. So now you know exactly what you're dealing with. Moving on to the huge bridge on the second sea, we got one NPC located here called Ploser. This guy's an NPC that lets you reset your stat points for a total of 2,500 fragments, and this helps people a butt ton because when you're new to the game, people actually end up messing up their stats completely. Everyone knows the most popular and best way to do your stats is to use it for melee defense, and depending on what main you are, a sword or fruit or gun, but no one likes guns. Moving on to the green zone, the first NPC we got here is the Alchemist, and like I mentioned before, this guy is the one that gives you the quest to awaken your race to V2, and you need to complete Bartillo's quest from before if you want to access this guy. Next NPC here is called the Mysterious Man, who's located all the way at the top of the green zone. You literally have to climb to the highest stalk, or if you're a pro, you can just equip the light fruit and fly up. This guy sells you the true triple katana, but you do need to meet a lot of requirements before getting this, and even once you do that, you need to pay him 2 million belly to get this. Next NPC located here is called Mr. Captain, and if you're newer to the game, you probably won't know who this guy is. He's basically an NPC who lets you get to and from the third sea. Extremely useful, especially for people that have actually unlocked it. Next up, we're moving to the Graveyard Island. The first NPC located here is called the Crew Captain. This guy's an NPC that sells you crew slots, and you can only access him if you're the captain, and for each crew slot, you need to pay a total of 2,000 fragments, and you can have up to 30 slots. And this is only useful for people that own crews, and I'm guessing most of you watching don't actually own your own crew. If you are a lower level player, it's actually easier to join a higher level player's crew. That will make your life much easier. Anyways, moving on, the next NPC located at the Graveyard favorite is actually Rip Indra himself. But he's not here to fight you, he's just here to let you change your Dark Blade skin. Everyone knows that the Dark Blade actually has two different versions. We got the Slayer skin and the default version. In my opinion, the default version looks a lot better, but the Slayer skin is actually harder to get because you have to do a whole quest for it. And this Rip Indra NPC just lets you change it from your default version to the Slayer skin. Moving on to the Snow Mountain, the one and only NPC we got here is the martial arts teacher. And this guy actually sells you the superhuman fighting style. And for those of you who don't know, this is one of the hardest fighting styles to get in the whole game, because to actually be able to buy this fighting style, you need the Dark Step fighting style, the Electric fighting style, the Water Kung Fu fighting style, and the Dragon's Breath fighting style. And not only that, you need a total of 300 mastery on each of those